How's it going, all you guys and girls in the Illumination? Time to jump aboard the Loom train. It's me, JJD, JJ the Illuminator here, the sweet one. Also known by almost countless other aliases and nicknames, but we won't get into that right now. A little bit cool today to be wearing this sleeveless shirt, but I was a little bit warm in the house as I was doing things. Trying to get moving, and even though my back has been killing me and stuff like that, but you know, you still got to do stuff. You know, you just can't sit in a chair all day long, and still got to keep moving and keep doing what you need to do. Keep on trucking, you know. But anyway, today I wanted to talk about, I used to work with this guy, and just when you thought, you know, that he was one of these, you know, unsavory characters, so to speak, and not because he was dangerous or anything, but he just was a weirdo, just a weirdo. Long story short, we were doing a project one day, and we were in a building where the break room had, it was like a kitchenette type thing, and it had a TV. And we were watching TV during break, and there was one of those commercials for Depends, diapers, adult diapers. All of a sudden, he starts talking and ranting and raving about how good these things are. And we start looking at each other, because he wasn't talking about needing them because of, you know, just life, that he has to wear them because he has no control or anything. He was talking about when he goes up to the car races up in somewhere in New Hampshire. They have a big racetrack. And he said, because, now listen to this, because the lines to the men's room are so long because of all the men there, that he wears Depends so he doesn't have to worry about doing his business in the bathroom. And it was just so disgusting, the fact that this guy is so lazy that he doesn't want to deal with long lines in the bathroom, so he wears an adult diaper so that he can do his business and just stand around in it all day long until he gets back to the hotel or whatever and he can change it. Oh my goodness. Like I said, if you're going to wear these because you have to wear them, that's, you know, that's what they're there for. But I don't think they're made for lazy people. Just when you thought this guy couldn't get weirder. So, you know, if we had any type of reason to think that he had some type of a you know, a shining one last thought or something that this guy might be an okay guy, well, that ended it right there. And it's funny too, because he was the type of guy that called out sick a lot, was always saying that he wasn't feeling good, his wife wasn't feeling good. He ended up getting something called the Family Medical Leave Act, I guess they call it. And it covered for when his wife wasn't feeling good. He couldn't be fired for taking sick time or something. Well, lo and behold, something happened. And then he tried to sue the company. And long story short, he didn't win. But then he tried to get his job back. And if there's one thing that my company has two things they're known for. One of them is, and you know, no offense, but sometimes the wrong people end up in control when it comes to certain levels. And I'm not talking about the top. I'm talking about, you know, certain bosses that really should know more than they should. And but they anyway, that's a story for another day and another cup of coffee. But if there's another thing that they're known for, it's if you sue the company, you'll probably never work for the company again. And there's no probably about it. It's really, you know, like a zero tolerance policy. Which I can understand to a point. You tried to sue the company for something, and now you want to work for them again. Why would you? Why? Anyway. He ended up, another coworker, he doesn't work with us anymore, so another coworker at some point had rented him an apartment, had a 3-tenement house, rented him the second floor, but then sold the house, and for some reason, everyone else was getting evicted from the house. I don't know how that works. I don't know the law or what was going on, if it was the new tenants, the new owners rather, or what. But it took them forever to be able to get him and his wife out of that house, out of that apartment. And from what I hear through the grapevine, he's living somewhere in lower Rhode Island now, towards the Connecticut border in lower Rhode Island. But, I mean, I'll tell you, to this day, we would joke around, you know, to say something about, you know, hey, every time there's a job opening or something, hey, you think maybe John will come back? they want to work with us again, and we just to hash up the stories again, because it was just, he was one of those guys that the stories you tell, you laugh at now, but I mean, this guy would tell them with a straight face, and he thought there was nothing wrong with some of this stuff. Oh my goodness. Some people you just don't know. And some people you don't want to know. Anyway, I don't know if I told the story before. I try to not talk about the same stuff all the time, but I apologize if I told the story before, but I don't think I did. Anyway, I hope you're doing well. I'm off to the races. I love you all. Stay safe. This is the Illuminator, and I'll be back. Hey, Wilford, how come you don't want a second helping of porridge? Diabetes.